Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Steel Donut. My name is Bob. With me is Connor.
Yeah.
And Matt.
Yeah.
And we're going to be speeding through this story because it's a Sonic the Hedgehog story called Bathed in Blood.
That's such a great...
Right.
When I think of Sonic the Hedgehog, I immediately think of just, fucking gore and blood everywhere.
Yeah, let's go fast through the gore. Set during Sonic Heroes, during his quest to stop Eggman.
Set during Sonic Heroes.
Spoiler alert! From conquering the world.
A horror Sonic story in Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Sonic's friend Mallory is brutally murdered by the real villain. But nothing is quite as it seems with her.
So is she not dead?
Nah, she's not dead. She's a vampire.
Spoilers?
Yeah.
Bathed in blood, yeah.
Hello, reader.
It was reader.
Low confidence right there.
It was reader up until the other two of us appeared on the video.
Right. This is just a character study of my own Sonic OC that I cranked out when I was bored.
Yeah.
Just cranked one out. Not sure if it will spawn a full-blown story or just more half-blown stories.
Yeah.
You be the judge.
They saw one of those fanfiction prompts. Describe what your character does when they die, and they crack their knuckles and went to town.
Gets back up.
Yeah. A loud cry of pain echoed through the small alleyway as a middle-aged man clutched his head, having been thrown rather violently down to the ground. His cloudy blue eyes shot open in horror as footsteps approached ominously.
Was he just walking down the hall, with his eyes shut?
Yeah. Terrified, the man tried to back away from his attacker, hitting his head on the wall.
What was he doing? Why?
Yeah, he was backing away at lightning speed.
Yeah.
No, I like to imagine he was already against the wall and he's just bashing his head against it.
Oh.
Trying to go backwards. No, please! Don't hurt me! I'll never try to hurt anyone again, man or woman! I swear, I'll never force myself on a woman again, just please don't kill me!
The man's assailant, a 17-year-old girl.
Pathetic. Pathetic.
More pathetic than getting beaten up by, a hedgehog?
Way more pathetic.
Okay. Her pitch black hair draped around her dead white face. Oh, see, she's already dead.
Fuck,
yep.
Man.
Her skin tone even further accented by the pale moonlight. Glowing in the darkness were a set of piercing, blood-red eyes, filled with hate as she looked down at her sniveling prey.
Sorry, I was going to say, if you put white on white, the white really accents the white, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess this is her thinking, or maybe it's the author. I don't know. Oh, and why would I spare your miserable life? Did you not deliberately try to kidnap me on my way home from the mall and drag me to this alley?
Why would you kidnap someone and drag them to an alleyway?
Because dragged them from the mall to the alley. It's like the nearest alley is
next town over,
3 blocks over, and he drags her the whole way. Nobody tries to stop him.
Shut up already.
Did you not try to rip my clothes off and force your hideous self on me to rob me of my no longer existent honor, pride, and identity as a real human being?
And a real hero.
Sonic Heroes! We were all thinking it.
Yeah.
The girl's thoughts. Okay, they were thoughts. Yeah.
Good.
The girl's thoughts were clear as day. She did not need her voice to express her hatred towards this human.
And to make matters worse, here you are, whining and pleading with me for mercy. Sorry, but I don't make deals with worthless piles of shit like you, least of all when they cry like little girls. Now take me back to the mall.
Yeah. I better get a gift card out of this.
Yeah. At least a visit to the food court.
The already...
What?
Food court.
They have great pizza and Sbarro's.
Yeah. The already frightened man cried out and shivered as the teenage girl let out a loud sound. Some sort of cross between a roar and a hiss.
What the fuck?
So a roar's like, oh, and then a hiss is like,
no, dude, it was like,
ooh, That's what you made, yeah.
When she opened her mouth, the man froze at the sight. 4 long, dagger-like fangs glinted in the moonlight.
And no other teeth.
Yeah, dude. I would
She was the dreaded hillbilly. Spitting furiously on the ground, the teen stalked towards the helpless man and knelt down into the moonlight.
She's like...
Seizing him by his collar. His eyes widened in shock as he studied her face and recognized her.
Wait, aren't you that girl?
Without an ounce of remorse.
An ounce?
She doesn't use metric.
She bit viciously into the would-be rapist's neck, sucking hungrily. Got it. His blood tasted sweet, surprisingly. Sweet and warm. Just the way she liked it.
Just the way Buffy likes.
Yeah. AB negative, her favorite kind. Type O tastes spicier. It's not as good.
Just B negative.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
As the life ebbed from the man's eyes, the girl stopped drinking, no longer thirsty at all. She had done it again.
Oops, I did
gone
it again. I murdered a man.
Oh.
Who tried to rape me. No. She had gone and murdered another living human. For the most part, she was good.
Oh, yeah, it's alright. She's murdering people.
And only drank from bagged blood that was about to expire at the
blood
hospital.
expire?
I'm pretty sure it does. Don't drink that stuff. Like,
That's bad
I
for
didn't know blood
you.
expired.
no, there are people in the hospital who could use that. You asshole.
I didn't even
That
know blood
too.
expired.
Man, imagine like constantly drinking near expired milk the rest of your life.
Oh my god.
Well, it says it's got, it says it expires
It says it's got
today,
2
but
more
it
days
smells
on it,
fine
but it
to
smells
me.
pretty foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Semicolon, it was true that the only humans she took from were evil ones, murderers, rapists, the works, semicolon, but they were still human beings.
That's a good use of semicolons.
Mm-hmm.
None of them truly deserved to die.
So why do you do it then? If that's what you think, then why do you do it?
He wasn't going to give her a gift card.
Oh.
He wasn't even going to take her to the food court.
The fuck?
He had no poor purpose
But
in the world.
Sabaros!
How could she have been
Subaru's
so
awful.
stupid? So ignorant. Why hadn't she predicted that the murderous, power-hungry villain would come after her? He was Sonic's bitter enemy, after all. Parentheses. Well, apart from Dr. Eggman, that was.
Oh, wink, wink.
Wink.
Also, what does she think that whoever this mysterious villain is sent a rapist after her? Is that what she's insinuating? That's stupid.
I'll get back at you.
I'll send some random dude after you.
Yeah.
Like, was he gonna even murder her, or what?
No. She implies that he was gonna rape her, but like,
No.
why?
It was a simple act. A simple act that had saved Sonic the Hedgehog's life. Ding.
Damn.
And in the end, it had cost the 17-year-old Mallory Grace Rawlins her own life.
That's a great name.
Oh shit.
In life, she had possessed sparkling blue eyes, matching the blue blur's quills perfectly.
Good, I guess.
Ding, I don't know. Her skin hadn't been extremely tan, but it wasn't stark pale either.
Oh, okay.
Just about right, Mallory thought.
Wow, she thought of herself like that. That's interesting.
My skin
She
was.
looks
I have
white,
great
man.
skin.
Yeah. I've got great skin. It's between two extremes.
Yeah.
On her head, thick ebony locks with just a hint of navy hung down halfway to the deceased teen's elbows.
Oh yeah, of course there's a little bit of blue in there.
Do you think she ate his brain after she drank his blood?
I think she probably pushed him down a drain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, stomped him down a storm drain. Now, Mallory's eyes were a bright scarlet. They almost seemed to glow at night.
That's
Her
so
skin
great
had-
for, like, trying to hide and hunt prey. Glowing
Yeah.
red eyes.
Yeah.
Then again, it seems like her prey comes to her. Her skin had lost nearly all color and felt almost the same, except for a slight clamminess.
Yeah, her skin was nearly transparent.
In the teen's mouth was a set of 4 fangs.
And nothing else.
And only 4 fangs. Not extremely long, but razor sharp, capable of tearing through or crushing almost anything.
She chewed through a car once.
Dude, wait, razor sharp, capable of tearing through and crushing?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't realize how sharp something was meant to could crush stuff.
They were a constant reminder of what she'd become the instant her killer had struck. A freak. A monster.
A terrible OC.
A vampire.
Oh,
Dun,
shit.
dun, dun.
A terrible OC.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, nothing's changed.
I gotta say,
That's an interesting...
this is a pretty interesting line break.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've
Squiggly
seen it
periods,
all.
squiggly periods, squiggly periods.
It's like just they didn't want to use the line break button. They were like, no, that looks too plain. I need something that looks
No,
fancy.
I'm better than this. You know what? That reminds me of like macaroni. You know, decorating your poster board in macaroni.
Yeah.
And colorful Microsoft Word art. Anyways. Yeah, as far back as Mallory could remember, she lived in Station Square.
Oh, man.
Because there's no other places in the Sonic world.
Right? There's one city, Station
Square. She had called its orphanage home for 14 years, from age 3 to 17. I guess. On the night of Mallory's 3rd birthday, the first and last vampire she'd ever encountered broke into her family's home. The demon helped himself to the blood of her mother, father, and older brother. Finally, he turned to the petrified toddler, but her dying father managed to reach for his special gun.
His, special
Dude,
gun.
man, now was not
Yeah.
the time to whip your dick out,
Wow,
man.
wow,
Put it back, man. Put it back.
Yeah.
Not in front of the children.
He's then let's say he pulled out his special MacGuffin.
Yeah. Special gun and shoot the monster right in the chest.
Yeah, present tense.
Both of Mallory's parents were highly skilled vampire hunters.
Not that highly skilled.
Until
They're
they
dead.
weren't. Yeah, until they died. Even with the fatal injury, the vampire crawled over to Mallory and sank his dagger-like fangs into the girl's neck, and the miniature child shrieked in terror.
So she wasn't even a regular-sized child. She was like
She was a miniature child. Yeah.
She was like Thumbelina.
She was like a foot max, a foot high
Wait a
max,
minute.
yeah.
Wait a minute. She turned into a vampire 3, so she's been dead the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
man?
Wait. So then, how does she know what she used to look like? I mean, unless Sonic and her hung out when she was like 2.5. Also, it's pretty convenient this happened on her 3rd birthday.
Yeah. That vampire was waiting.
Yeah.
He was like,
Happy birthday!
on my 3rd birthday, you're going to become a vampire whether I die or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nothing happened. No sucking, no new pain, nothing. Then, without warning, the dead man slumped to the floor, gone for good this time. Rushing over to her fallen family, Mallory tried desperately to wake them. As it dawned on her that they were gone, the human cub began to weep again, soon bawling at the top of her lungs.
Sonic!
Then, fate took over once again. By pure chance, the world-renowned hero, Sonic the Hedgehog,
Oh my god, they met him when she was fucking 3 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
had been rushing home during a late-night jog. Sonic goes out on jogs.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
man,
gotta
this
stay
thing keeps
fit.
so fast. He works out, man.
I mean, when you eat so many chili dogs.
I gotta go slow tonight, actually.
Yeah.
And heard the child's screams, screeching to a dead halt. The azure teen's emerald eyes widened a little in fear at the sight of broken glass spread all over the lawn.
Why didn't he just
Glass
use the door?
Everywhere. People pissing on the street.
Does
No, they
Sonic
just don't
use the
care.
door?
No, I mean the vampire.
Oh. Slowly opening the front door.
So the door was open.
So not to scare the already terrified child inside, Sonic gaped at what he saw.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes, guys!
A tiny human girl who couldn't have been more than... Wait. So if it's been 14 years since this, Sonic's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sonic's a vampire. He doesn't age.
Heroes. Out to work mid-management again. Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go drinking with my
Sonic's
friends.
in the lead, having a midlife crisis.
Sonic's in the lead, hoping to get a promotion.
I was gonna say, Sonic's in the lead in sales.
Working at Target as fast as you can.
All his friends are having kids. Sonic, heroes.
He's in the lead in sales, man. He's gonna get that big promotion. He's gonna do it.
Yeah. Death of a sales hog.
Oh my god.
I would watch that.
I would read that, yeah.
Okay, just keep in mind, people, when it goes back to the present, Sonic's 30.
Yeah.
So, a tiny human girl who couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 years old was covered in blood and clinging to the dead body of her mother.
Was she like playing in a pool of blood or?
She was bathed in blood.
Oh, I see. Okay.
A man and somewhat older boy, her father and older brother, Sonic guessed, lay close by.
Sonic was bad at guessing.
Tails!
Sonic barked.
That's Sonic's new voice. This is Sonic's new voice.
Yeah, back when he was an acne-ridden teenager.
I fucking suck.
Sonic barked into a wrist communicator.
Send an ambulance and police to my location. Almost an entire family's been murdered here, and I'm gonna finish the job.
Yeah. Someone stop me, Tails. Stop me from committing murder.
You're too slow.
The police will never catch up to me now.
Literally.
Without a second thought, oh god, he is.
Oh shit.
The hedgehog rushed over. Oh shit. Oh, and gently pried the little girl from her mother's corpse. Could still go either way.
No grieving your mother. Get off.
He gently pried the eyes out of the little girl's face.
Come on, kid. You and me are going on an adventure. Okay.
Keep running.
As the toddler buried her face into Sonic's sand-colored chest, moonlight filtering in from the doorway revealed 2 small wounds on her neck. They looked suspiciously like bite marks.
But I mean, they could have been anything. They could have been cut marks, scrape marks,
Yeah.
you know,
Maybe she
baseball
just fell
bat
down the
hits.
stairs.
Anything.
Maybe she has a very strange colon-shaped tattoo.
Yeah. She didn't seem to be suffering from them, though, so Sonic dismissed them and decided to try calming her down.
Maybe it's some kind of special edition. Wait a minute, I'm
Hey
thinking
man,
of
I see you
creepypasta.
got a giant gash in your arm, but you don't seem to be suffering, so I guess you're okay.
Yeah, you're probably good.
I mean, vampires don't
all that
roll around
morphine
in the
you got
Sonic
there.
universe. Yeah.
Except for the one on the ground in front of him.
He didn't know. It did mention the vampire body.
Oh my
The
god.
vampire got away.
Oh my god. These are the worst vampire hunters ever.
They're dead. But
Hey,
he tried in a calm voice, hoping to chaos that he was more soothing than he thought he sounded.
Hey!
Sorry.
it's gonna be okay. You're safe with me.
Sonic.
Sonic hoped that he could talk this child into calming down. He had never been terrific with kids.
Yeah.
Hey little girl, your parents are dead, but it's okay, I'm here. Just calm down.
It's cool. You just gotta run.
Think about it this way. Things can only go up from here. I'm sorry you can't outrun your problems like I can.
At least you're not grounded now.
Oh god, did I really say that?
I didn't mean that like shit.
Thankfully, her bawling turned to sobs at the sound of a gentle, friendly-sounding voice. I guess he did it. And she soon quieted down enough to look at her rescuer with shiny, crying eyes.
Hey there.
Sonic greeted with a smile.
My name's Sonic. What's yours? Mallory.
Oh, that's so
The toddler turned to look at her family once again, but was stopped when Sonic's gloved hand
Just pushed her face in the ground.
gently pushed her face back towards him.
Nope.
It's okay.
You were fine for one
I
night.
was, okay? I don't know what voice I'm doing.
Sonic reassured her as he received an incoming message from Tails.
Help is on the way. No.
Help is on the way.
No?
No, it's gonna be help is on
Help
the
is
way.
on the
It's
way.
with Tails.
You're gonna be fine.
Another fucking horrible line, bro.
Hey, macaroni. No matter what the circumstances were, Mallory couldn't help smiling as she remembered first meeting Sonic as his friends. She hated her parents anyways.
Yeah, your parents just died, but here's Justin Bieber!
Yeah.
Oh my god, my parents are dead!
I don't care, though! I love Justin Bieber so much. My parents died, but Justin Bieber fixed everything, you know?
That's how I imagine her response to meeting Sonic.
Yeah. Before the authorities had arrived,
Sonic had already escaped.
Sonic's two-tailed fox friend, Tails, had hurried to the scene, followed instantly by Amy Rose, a pink hedgehog madly in love with Sonic. Mallory knew he secretly returned her affections, though he would never admit it to himself.
You're like...
Ding! OC's knowing
You're
more
like
about
3
characters'
years
love
old.
advice
How would
than
you
they
know
do.
that?
Yeah, man.
Over the years, after she'd been placed in the orphanage, Sonic or some of his friends would occasionally drop by to visit Mallory and say
Like
hello.
every other year or so.
No one had ever seemed interested in adopting her.
My character has such a dark past.
Or she'd sometimes run into them while out shopping, or if she was just out and about.
She's 17 now.
You know,
Usually orphanages let people, let kids go at 18. She should still be living at the orphanage.
Hey man, in the Sonic world, you're an adult at 17.
in the Sonic
You're
world,
an
you're an
adult at
adult at
6.
6.
We're doing some real world building here.
Yeah,
You're an adult as soon as you can take down an evil robot.
that's true.
Yeah. In fact, while strolling through Twinkle Park one day, good to see that's,
Still
part
on
of the-
Station Square, thank you.
Mallory had bumped into Amy on her way to the shopping center.
Oh my god, how many times is she gonna go shopping?
All the time. All the fucking
Dude,
time.
man,
Let's go
this
shop
grocery
bag.
basket's always running out.
Yeah.
Gotta get more groceries.
After the two friends chatted for a while, the rose-colored hedgehog insisted that Mallory join her at the mall. Actually, the rose-colored hedgehog had grabbed Mallory's wrist and began to hurry in that direction.
Well, she did.
It was no
insist
burden,
it-
though.
My OC is best friends with the Sonic characters.
It was no burden, though. Mallory did enjoy shopping from time to time.
So frequently that you've mentioned it 4 times in the story.
God. That day, after almost 2 hours, Mallory put together her favorite outfit.
Oh my god.
You didn't think we'd get, a fucking paragraph-long description of your character's outfit, but we're getting one.
I don't know which I hate more.
In fact, I
These
think this is the
paragraph-
longest paragraph so far.
I don't know which I hate more. These long paragraphs which describe the character's outfits, or when they just say, URL, this is what my character looks like, and then someone else's drawing of some other anime
Yeah,
character.
because it's fanfiction.net, the link always breaks completely.
Yeah,
I like the second one better.
because at least we don't have to read it.
It was a layered V-neck tank top, a soft neon orange that complemented her hair surprisingly well.
By the way, I'm going to be drawing this later,
Yeah.
so.
Mallory's favorite pair of jeans were studded with dozens small diamonds at the pockets and
Good.
hems of the legs.
Dozens of small diamonds? How expensive are these fucking jeans?
What salary do you think she gets at the orphanage? Oh, right, $0.
Yeah, it's an orphanage.
On the teen's feet were a gold pair of flats.
Wow!
Shit!
Fucking flats.
This also sounds fucking terrible.
Matt's perfectly fine with the gold part.
Whatever.
Probably. Yeah. Covered entirely in glitter.
Oh,
a silver
no, why?
stripe.
Glitter, of all things?
Oh, he finally reached
That's-
the edge.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what pushed him over. A silver stripe trailed over the toes, shimmering in sunlight.
This sounds awful.
It shimmers in sunlight even during the night.
Despite her long, thick hair, 2 earrings were clearly seen dangling from Mallory's earlobes.
Okay.
Never.
One in the shape of a heart, the
Yeah.
other one with
A long pair of bright
a
blue...
big hoop down to her fucking shoulder blades.
A long pair of bright blue feathers, the color of a summer sky, and decorated with black and white
Okay.
glitter.
Oh, okay. The summer sky and what, day or night? And does it just
Bright
change?
blue and
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Was it
more small
raining?
diamonds provided extra flair.
Or is it just
Oh,
black?
God.
You know, like the actual, like what's behind the Earth's atmosphere? Just space.
To top it all off, a hair wrap dangled from the top of Mallory's head.
A hair wrap.
It just needed to be there, man.
Oh,
It's
she's
just,
got
you
a
know,
turban.
he just wrote
She's
that.
got a fucking turban on.
Dude,
Yeah.
he just wrote that whole paragraph, and he was like, it needs one more thing. To top it all off, a hair wrap.
Hair wrap.
It consisted of brilliant colored strings, red, green, yellow, and pink, all woven in a pattern,
Yep.
fading from one color to the next.
Oh, as opposed to just random colors.
A lavender crystal bead was nestled at the bottom of the wrap. Seriously, that's some
That's a fucking turban, yeah.
shit, yeah. For the last few days, however, Mallory had been forced to cover her beloved tank top with a dark navy pullover sweatshirt,
No!
often concealing her face with its hood.
No!
But she left the turban on.
Oh, good.
Not only was it crucial that she hide her identity from certain people for the foreseeable future, but she couldn't just walk around casually with a huge gaping hole in the shirt's chest.
Showing her tits or what?
Not to mention...
It's like an extra low V-neck that goes down to her belly button.
Oh, not to mention the enormous blood stain that had completely ruined the shirt.
Buy new fucking clothes.
Yeah!
You don't need to wear the same thing every day. This isn't a video game.
It was the night that changed her life and ended it forever.
I thought she
I
was
thought
already
her life
dead.
She was already dead.
You know what? She's gonna die twice. Everybody gets two.
Yeah.
Yeah. During his previous adventure, Mallory had seen her as her friend.
Oh, okay.
Grinding on one of the many rails that appeared to levitate, that adorned the skies of the metropolis, his signature ruby shoes acting as a skateboard.
Called a soap shoe.
As she shielded her eyes from the blinding sunlight, Mallory smiled and watched him glide through the sky, along with Tails and their friend, Knuckles the Red Echidna.
She saw Sonic, and his friend Tails, and his friend Knuckles, and she saw Amy, and Big the Cat.
Yeah, maybe Mallory, Tails, and Knuckles were all watching Sonic. You know?
Or maybe Mallory and Tails were watching Knuckles and Sonic.
Could go either way, yeah. He was a good pal.
Who? Who was a good pal?
Biosie's just friends with
Yeah.
with these characters. Wink!
But had a very short temper.
Who?
Mallory just loved teaming up with Sonic now and then to get a reaction from him.
What?
I guess
Teaming
Sonic.
up with him?
Sonic
Heroes with 4 people.
Yeah, Mallory's the fourth.
I'm joining along! I can fly. I'm the power guy. I'm the speed guy. I'm a vampire.
I'm the extra guy.
She's the one that goes, you gotta find the computer room.
We need to find the computer room.
We need to find the computer room.
God damn it, Vector.
Oh wow, this is some serious shit, guys!
Thanks, Charmy.
Still, the two had remained fast friends.
Get it?
And Knuckles had taught Mallory much about self-defense and how to fight back if attacked.
Yeah, like ripping out people's necks.
Tails had even fashioned a weapon for her to wield, should the need
A bazooka!
arise. A small ray gun that she could hold in one hand.
Wow. A gun you can hold in one hand?
What? What?
Why did Tails get her a gun?
Why did Tails make a small
it-
ray gun?
Its beams would not harm other living beings, only stun them for a short time, similar to a
A
taser.
taser harms other living beings. People with pacemakers that they can die from being tased.
But any mechanical being would be decimated if hit in the correct spot.
Yeah,
Oh, so
let's not
wait.
talk about
If
robo-ethics.
it's hitting the correct spot, so like
Yeah.
you have to find the right spot to hit it, or else what? It doesn't do
Yeah,
anything.
the glowing spot. The glowing spot.
So this
yeah.
is just a video game. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. The heroic trio.
quadrio?
It's actually a quad. Yeah, it's a quadrio.
Quadrio. The heroic trio soon flew off the rails and landed on the roof of a nearby building. Oh my god, they've gone off the rails!
The heroic trio soon jumped the shark.
They went off the rails and fell into despair. And
Yeah.
and a life of binge
The
drinking.
midlife
Yeah.
crisis came sooner than we thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, not that much sooner. I mean, he's 30.
My boss just doesn't seem to respect me anymore, guys.
I think I'm destined to be stuck in middle management.
I know the feeling. I'm also locked in my position with no hope for moving on up.
I mean, to be fair, he's eternally the guardian of the Mazarin world. I mean, there's no room for upward mobility in that kind of job.
He also part-times as a security guard at the local nightclub, you know. Eager to help her friends in any way possible, the teen rushed towards the building's entrance as fast
Wait,
as
what?
her
What's
legs
going
would
on?
carry her.
Why?
Grunts, coupled with clangs against metal, grew louder the higher she climbed. Mallory's stomach dropped when she heard 3 cries of pain, each about a minute apart. Motivating her to accelerate her ascent even more. When Mallory finally reached the final step, she thrust the ceiling trap door open,
Door.
her azure eyes locking onto her
I thought she had
friends.
red eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were all sprawled out on the roof.
Dead.
Knuckles was on his knee,
Dead.
struggling to catch his breath. Tails
Proposing to Tails.
Tails.
So, will you Marry me? What?
Tails was flat on his back, and Sonic was trying and slowly succeeding to climb to his feet. Mallory sighed with relief. Her friends were all down, but nowhere near out. But something gripped her heart with fear once again.
She was like,
Oh my god!
I can't... Yeah. The last remaining robot was charging its gun and aiming directly at the blue hedgehog.
No.
dude, man, he's just gonna
my
lose his
God.
rings. He just gotta collect them again.
Yeah. Oh. No, you don't.
The girl growled furiously. Not this time, you
Oh.
metal sons of bitches! Before the machine could react, a large weight was thrown into its side, sending it to the ground. Like a weight? Like it reached... She reached
Like a
off...
barbell or something?
She reached off screen, grabbed an Acme weight, and threw it at
like
the
an
robot.
Acme anvil and threw it at the robot.
Yeah. It carried the robot off the building where it hung in midair, looked right at the camera, and then dropped.
And like held up a sign that says, uh-oh, and then fell
Yeah.
straight down.
Some bits of outer armor were chipped off, but the robot was still fully functional. Mallory swore she saw the lens of its optics shrink for a split second, followed by a barely audible clicking sound.
What?
It is. It looks right at the camera and goes,
Looks right
it's
at the
a
camera.
living.
Yeah.
Oh, man, not again. Without warning, a blue ball, covered in thousands of tiny spines, rocketed into the incapacitated robot like a cannonball, sending it flying in pieces.
He wasn't incapacitated. He was still fully functional.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah. As the startled human gathered her bearings, the blue cannonball uncurled his body.
And it sounds like she didn't even need to save Sonic at all.
Yeah. Where'd the weight
Wait.
come from?
Acme. Whew! Thanks,
You
Mal.
accomplished absolutely nothing.
I could have handled that by myself, but thanks anyways.
Sonic flashed his old friend.
No,
Oh,
Sonic,
shit.
no, please
Oh
don't.
my god!
Okay. Sonic flashed his old friend one of his famous grins and a thumbs up, earning a small beam from the girl.
No, it
small
was a
beam from a
taser.
ray
She
gun.
tased him.
Yeah.
Yep. That thing almost had us.
You mean almost had you?
Oh!
Knuckles scoffed as he rose to his feet, dusting himself off. But it was hard to miss a look of embarrassment in the scarlet echidna's face. Behind him, Tails had picked himself off the ground as well. Sonic's only response was a roll of his deep green eyes.
Tails is like, hey guys, I almost accomplished something this time.
So, Sonic,
Mallory began.
tell me what's going on. Maybe I can help you guys out this time. Let's go to the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the Cobalt Speedster.
Yeah.
Bad word choice. It's just Eggman, up to his old tricks again.
The Cobalt Speedster shrugged.
That's such a great name. I gotta do my thing. He says he's developed the ultimate weapon.
Tails wailed.
Tails wailed.
Tails wailed. His twin tails. Tails wailed, his twin tails flapping furiously behind
As they
him as
tailed.
they finally began to spin around like two helicopter blades, pulling him into the air.
A pale ale for this frail gale, basically.
Well, they have three.
Makes them tails wail.
Yeah.
The tails wail.
Yeah, Tails wailed.
Oh, that's so great. Well, they'd have 3 days to stab him.
That's,
Mallory placed one hand on her hip and a amused smile on her face.
And since you guys are grinding like... What?
Bumping and grinding!
And since you guys are grinding on each other like you own the skies, I can assume he's showing his ugly face right here in the city.
Yeah.
So we've heard.
Sonic nodded with another shrug.
I'm trying to nod and
Sonic,
shrug
you're
at the
shrugging
same
all
time.
over the
and
place.
I
My neck muscles!
feel like my neck is
God,
gonna break.
why
if
did I do that?
Ow, shit. We got it covered for now, but we'll let you know if we need any extra help.
That's Sonic's
Wow.
nice way of saying we don't want you, Mallory.
I really like how this person's writing their own OC out of the story.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks. Thanking his friend again for the save, Sonic hopped onto the next rail and the three heroes were gone in a flash.
And Mallory's like, wait, guys.
So,
Are you guys going to the mall?
but come on, guys. Sonic Heroes. I'm the fourth one. I'm Mallory. I'm the just there one.
Yeah.
Mallory watched her friends leave with a small smile.
One small smile.
She was disappointed he hadn't asked her to join them on their quest again. But she trusted that the three of them could handle Eggman on their own.
Because they don't like you, Mallory.
Even though they couldn't have if you didn't show up.
No, they totally could have.
I got that guy. I totally got that guy, alright?
Yeah, I got him.
You just stepped in before I whipped his ass.
Yeah,
Besides, she'd helped them out of many tight corners in the past.
Wink.
They were more than capable of taking care of themselves.
Wink.
Those last two sentences clashed against each other.
Yeah.
Those last two sentences were like two oncoming trains.
Still, over the years, Mallory had come to view the entire gang like family, brothers and sisters.
Ding.
Sonic, Tails, and Amy especially. Knuckles didn't count.
Yeah.
Fuck Knuckles.
Fuck Knuckles.
Yeah, Knuckles is like a cousin's cousin. I'm like, you're
Twice
basically
removed.
a stranger. Yeah.
She couldn't help worrying about them when they went on big quests without her.
Which was all the time. They didn't like her.
Get a grip, Mallory.
She scolded herself.
They'll be fine. They'll defeat Eggman and come back home, just like always.
Smiling fondly to herself, Mallory turned and headed back to the orphanage.
Headed back to the Jamba Juice.
Yeah, just a few blocks away. She stopped by Starbucks and got her triple mocha cappuccino or whatever. It was a fairly nice building made of concrete.
It was just a block.
Internet.
A block with like one room in it.
It wasn't very big, but there were few children staying there at present. Mallory had her own room. It was fairly simple with white walls, a dresser, and a single bed.
How many more times are you going to say fairly in this paragraph?
The covers were a soft blue color, and Mallory's jet black hair seemed to give the ivory blanket and pillowcase a slight glow.
What the fuck?
Everything glows.
The bed itself was very comfortable, not too soft or firm.
Why
As
did we need to know that?
As darkness fell, Mallory crawled into her bed, completely unaware that, thousands of miles away, the enraged villain had just received a perfect photograph of her face.
My god, these headshots, they're beautiful.
No, dude, he's
She'll be
fucking-
perfect in my play!
And was coming for her
Dude, he's
right
an enraged
now.
villain. He's like, really? This is the girl? I was expecting something better.
Mallory groaned as she was forced back to consciousness from a dead sleep.
She does sleep in a coffin.
Yeah. After cursing angrily a few times,
Fuck, shit.
oh my god,
What the fuck?
she rubbed her eyes and prepared to return to the blissful oblivion she'd been purged
Oh
from.
my fucking
Wow,
god.
purple
These
prose.
sentences.
Jesus.
But something outside stopped her. For a split second, Mallory's room was entirely engulfed in an eerie red glow. When her sapphire eyes darted
Red,
to the
sapphire,
window,
whatever.
yeah, the teenager threw her arms in front of them instinctively.
In front of the eyes or in front of the window?
It sounds like the window. But not before catching a glimpse of two small beacons of blood-colored light that almost seemed to be looking at her.
Oh my god.
As soon as it came, it was gone.
As soon as I came, I was gone.
I was out of there. Oh. Mallory's room returned to normal, but she was far from relaxed. In fact, Mallory was a bit frightened. All previous drowsiness chased off. The girl threw on her clothes and slipped a navy sweatshirt over her orange tank top, zipping it up. Feeling her jean pocket for her special gun.
Ugh, that sounds so wrong.
I have special guns. Mallory silently opened her bedroom window and slunk off into the night.
I'm gonna go shoot people.
Even with her formidable fighting abilities
I'm gonna go beat the fuck out of people.
and ray gun as protection,
And shoot them.
Mallory felt extremely vulnerable in the dead of night.
I wish I had 2 guns.
Ugh. If you guys are playing bingo, chalk up a X for usually badass, but now is suddenly vulnerable.
Yes.
There was not a single star in the sky, and the moon was absent, making the city that much darker. Not even a sliver of comfort from the moon's beautiful glow.
Purple Pro.
Half the times they get these semicolons right, and no.
Yeah.
But to the girl's surprise, there was absolutely no one out tonight.
What the fuck?
Not even in the alleyways.
Oh my
That's
god.
where all the people go.
That's where people get dragged.
Hey girl, you want to get dragged in here tonight?
No, I'm good.
Not tonight.
All right, maybe later.
I've got other things going on, you know?
I gotta go beat people up and shoot people.
Yeah. Will you be at the mall tomorrow at least?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm always at the mall. Not that Mallory would have dared venture down there anyway. For some bizarre reason, Mallory was even more unnerved by this fact. She was completely alone in the city at midnight.
Dun dun dun.
You know, I've just realized one of the major problems with this story is there's a bunch of fucking sentences that don't need to be there.
What?
It's like this whole story is
Hello?
completely made of filler.
Yeah. For an instant, she considered calling Sonic, but then realized that he was probably sound asleep at this time. A long way away as well.
I wonder where everyone is.
Well, I don't want to wake him up.
She didn't know what compelled her to do so, but Mallory suddenly realized where she was headed. The very building where she had saved Sonic's life earlier that day.
Okay, sure.
Her mind was in a complete fog as she opened the strangely unlocked door and ascended the stairs.
We didn't even hear what kind of building it was.
It was a building.
building.
I mean, what buildings are in Station Square? Just buildings, you know?
Buildings you can't go in.
Buildings you can't go in.
Could have been the casino.
It was the casino, yeah. She was in the casino.
Yeah.
I have to find out what's going on.
Ah, shit.
Mallory's
Oh my
mind insisted, as every instinct in her body screeched at her to turn around and run back to the orphanage as
Turn
fast
around,
as she
you
possibly
dumb
could.
bitch.
Like, oh my god, body, can you stop doing
Just
that?
do it.
Ugh, my mind's telling me no, okay? But my body is telling me yes.
I didn't know you guys wrote Honey Pop.
She just had to satisfy her curiosity, no matter what the cost.
Wink.
Wink. Her heart raced faster than ever as her fingers wrapped around the trapdoor handle and pushed upwards.
Her fingers pushed upwards. Yeah.
She's got to have some damn good leverage.
Yeah, she has great leverage.
As she climbed through the opening, Mallory froze at the sight. Right on the edge of the roof was a hedgehog.
Oh my god. Did he have rings?
He had all the rings.
No!
He took all the rings.
There was one ring left on the rooftop and he had 99. He was about to get another life.
But there was something off about him. Mallory couldn't be sure what, but she just got a terrifying vibe from him.
Oh my god, he's 3 feet tall!
It was all she could do not to scurry back down the trapdoor and bolt for home. It was hard to make out in the darkness, but he appeared to be wearing a cape.
So!
Oh my god.
The hedgehog
What a
spoke.
scary voice.
Yeah. Mallory flinched at his voice.
I did too.
It was, robotic? Definitely, but full of venom and malice.
You're the one who saved my counterpart earlier today!
That's venom. That's malice.
You! No response. Mallory's vocal cords had become paralyzed with terror. Now, though she maintained a face of simple confusion.
Oh, just like a duh.
The fuck?
What's going
What
on?
the fuck was that shit? Her entire body froze completely when the ominous hedgehog slowly turned to face her. His entire body was made of metal. His spines were a dark blue, and his silver arms shone brightly, despite the lack of moonlight.
What? Why? That's not how light works.
In-body LED systems.
Oh, I see.
Dagger-like claws made up his fingers. Last but not least, his deep crimson optics pierced through Mallory's very soul.
Thank you for not saying Scarlet yet again. I'm not sure this is much better, but...
I don't take kindly to meddlers!
He growled, sending
That's a growl!
chills down
Can't
his
handlers.
spine. Yeah. The robot slowly brought his hand to his face, loudly closing his fist. The metal clanged dangerously.
Nor do I offer second chances!
Who are ya?
Mallory demanded, not quite sure if she had shouted or not.
Arya!
No, she's like, who are you? Did I shout that?
Did I?
What?
Was I speaking or shouting? I'm sorry if I shouted.
Sometimes I lose track of myself.
Sometimes I forget how loud I
Oh
can.
my god, shut up!
Lol, so random, XD.
Wow.
She couldn't hold in a gasp. Almost a cry of fear when he zoomed. Almost
Zoomed in.
Yeah, almost seeming to teleport right in front of her, his sharp, pointed nose almost touching her chest.
Wow, he's motorboating her. He just zips right up to her and just... She's like, what the fuck?
I am the new ruler of this world!
Can you say that line again as though you're motorboating?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Face up in the boobies got me going loopy.
Yeah.
He replied darkly, grabbing Mallory's collar and pulling her down.
I should become its supreme overlord! I am Metal Sonic!
Beep boop.
Yeah.
Meep boop!
If Metal Sonic's face would have allowed it, a demented grin would have overtaken his features.
They didn't program grimming in me.
Yeah. At the sight of the terror in his prey's brilliant blue eyes.
Insufficient data to process demented grin.
Yeah. I am dementedly grinning.
Imagine-
Believe me, guys, seriously, come on.
My programming does not allow for expressions of emotion, even though I can feel them.
But if I could express emotion,
Just
I'd be
imagine
grinning
that
right now.
Just
Won't
imagine
someone
that's
teach
what
me
I'm
to
doing.
love? Teach
Please.
me
I
to
know
love.
it's less intimidating to hear me say it now, but just imagine that I'm grinning.
Please draw a grin on face with Sharpie.
Yeah.
On the verge of true panic, Mallory's hand shot down to her pocket and felt around for her gun. Before her brain could even process it, however, the human found herself violently slammed to the
Oh
ground.
no!
Oh.
He was
I don't want
motorboating her
this.
earlier.
Yeah. Her mechanical assailant casually knelt down above her as she took in large gulps of oxygen.
She's a fish.
Oh, that oxygen.
Yeah, canned air.
Yeah.
Raising his claws high above his head. It was then that fight or flight kicked in. Nothing in the world mattered to Mallory anymore.
I don't even care.
I don't even want to go to
What
the
the
mall
fuck?
anymore.
I don't even give a shit.
Other than to survive.
I want to survive.
Regardless of the cost.
I don't give a shit about the cost.
Fine, I'll pay double. I was waiting for the sale, but...
Dad gave me his credit card, so it's okay.
Yeah. Without thinking, Mallory grabbed his wrist and pushed it away, using the brief moment of his shock
Wait,
to
she
throw him off
grabbed
of
it
her.
and pushed it? What?
Yeah. So he
Claws
raised
high
his...
above his head, she reaches up and grabs them and
She must-
push them away.
Yes. That sounds awkward.
Or at least attempt to.
Yeah.
Much faster than any human could have done, Metal Sonic recovered from the element of surprise and threw the girl back down to the concrete roof.
Can robots feel surprise?
Metal Sonic can feel
He
stuff.
can feel like emotions, but he can't express them.
Yeah. Without a shred of hesitation or remorse, he raised his hand once again and brought it back down.
I bring it back up.
He's high-fiving her.
4 sharp claws raked through Mallory's throat like blades.
Wow!
Like blades, but they weren't.
Wow!
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes!
We're all dying!
My throat's been cut!
I'm Mallory. I'm the dead one.
Yeah.
As desperately as she wanted to, Mallory could not howl the agony she was feeling.
Ah, what the fuck?
Either she was in too much pain, too much shock, or her vocal cords had been sliced clean in half.
You can't say either for 3 options.
Perhaps all of these were true.
You fucking idiot.
Futile though it was, Mallory couldn't just let him get off without at least trying to put up a fight. But at her feeble attempt to push him again, Metal Sonic simply grabbed the collar of her tank top again, pulled
What?
her up, and
Collar of her tank top? Collar?
so like down at her V-neck,
I guess.
fucking V-neck.
I mean, he was motorboating her earlier, so...
pulled her up and sealed her fate. He impaled her right through the chest with
through
his
the heart.
bare hand.
My OC is such a dark history.
To blame.
Through all the excruciation,
Wow.
Mallory swore she heard a small chuckle escape her excruciation. But she lost all awareness as he tossed her to the ground like she was trash.
She's a trash OC.
And took off into the sky.
I'll be back!
Another dead OC.
Another day, another dollar.
KF98.com, KF98.com.
Ladders.
Yeah. Games.
Then he flies away.
Tears poured from Mallory's eyes as she lay dying, struggling to come to terms with her fate. If it was true, she wanted more than anything to join her family in the peaceful afterlife. But not right now. Not when Sonic might still need her help.
What?
No, Sonic.
She still had work to do on this Earth. Alas, it seemed fate had other plans. Her vision turned to black as a burning sensation spread throughout her entire body.
Good to see she's going to hell.
Yeah. Line break. When Mallory had awoken, nothing had been the same. Coming to in itself had been quite enough of a shock. Coming to while wrapped tightly from head to toe, literally in saran wrap.
Whoa, no, god damn it.
Like Roy Orbison in cling film.
Are we seriously gonna... By the way, that's a saran wrap. It should be capital S.
Oh.
What... Are we really gonna get, like, weird, like, wrapped in cling film porn
Weird
now?
fucking, like, mummy...
Sealed forever shit?
Yeah.
Like, what is it, Latex Princess?
Oh, man.
And then Metal Sonic slices my neck, and then I'm sealed in saran wrap for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sealed forever.
Tight, head to toe, literally in saran wrap in a very tight space was just icing on the cake. Calming herself down just enough to think, Mallory fought against her bindings just enough to tear through them.
Just enough. No further.
No, it's parallel structures.
She's
you know?
barely strong enough to tear through saran wrap.
Quite easily as well, she was surprised to note.
What the fuck? This isn't even extra strength saran wrap.
Pushing against the roof of the space, Mallory's head soon popped out into the open. Scanning the room and finding no one, she climbed out of her container and examined herself. Her sweatshirt had a dark red stain in the middle, that flowed down to the hem. There was a rather large hole as well. Daring to place her hand through it, Mallory was stunned to feel almost perfectly smooth flesh, save for a few small bumps.
Those are her boobs.
Yep.
Tiny bumps.
Like way worse than A-cups. You know?
Oh yeah, she's got negative A cups.
Her hand darted to her throat, and a similar sensation was felt.
2 small boobs on her throat too.
Then she
Adam's
thought.
apple.
Then she thought to actually look at her hands.
What?
They were frighteningly pale, dead-looking. There was a tiny bit of color to her skin, but one would have to look strenuously for it.
Hold on, let me see if I can find the color in your skin.
No.
I don't have to look very strenuously to find this color.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were dead.
Yeah, maybe if I was dead. The flesh itself felt a tad bit rubbery as well. It was much different than she remembered before Metal Sonic had attacked her.
Are we ever gonna find out why she was wrapped in cling wrap?
Are we gonna find
in
out
a
why
morgue?
she was attacked?
Why would you be wrapped in cling
I
wrap?
don't know. Okay.
Especially name brand saran wrap. I feel like that'd be a huge waste of money.
I don't know. Okay, maybe Metal Sonic called one of his goons, and they came back.
And they thought it'd be a really funny joke.
It was many moments before Mallory realized something. She wasn't breathing.
No.
But why?
I thought she was
Didn't they-
dead. Can she just die already, please?
Didn't the human body breathe automatically?
Yeah.
Taking in a big gulp of air, the girl's throat burned furiously.
Oh, oxygen!
Air is not good, Patrick. Air is.
Oh my god.
Her mouth went dry, and her nostrils were overwhelmed with the scent of blood. Or rather, hundreds of different scents of blood.
Blood.
What happens when you're dead?
No, it can't be.
Mallory panicked, desperate to avoid
My
facing
God,
the
all
horrible
this bitch
truth.
does is panic and go to the mall.
I have to get out of here and
Get
get
to
to
the
the
mall.
mall.
Yeah.
They're having a sale at Forever 21.
Returning to the present, Mallory left Station Square.
So
and
that was all in
dashed
the past?
Yeah,
I didn't even get that was a flashback.
the whole thing, the whole story's been a flashback. Incredible.
Jesus, can I scroll back up and find when that started?
Go for it.
Yeah, whatever. It was the night that changed her life and ended it forever.
That was like
Shit.
several line breaks ago.
So aside from all the flashback shit, Mallory went to the mall, bought her outfit, but then had to wear like a sweatshirt and then was just chilling out, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, returning to the present, Mallory left Station Square and dashed through the woods.
Wait, so did Mallory return to the present? So it wasn't just a flashback. She went back in time.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Far faster than any human could ever hope to run.
You're too slow.
To her, it didn't seem all that fast, but this was nowhere near her maximum speed.
Which is way faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. Wink.
What the If she had truly given it her all, Shadow the Hedgehog himself would be put to great shame.
You're too slow.
When did she get speed powers?
Vampire.
What?
I'm holding out on a question I have in case the rest of the story answers it.
It won't. Go ahead and ask.
Okay, so she gets bitten when she's 3 and
Right.
nothing happens.
Correct.
And now all this shit's happening?
Yes.
So she had to die for it to take into effect?
Apparently.
Okay.
That's stupid.
Yeah. To avoid rousing suspicions, the teenage girl had purchased a new top and a new
my fucking
sweatshirt,
God.
Let's go to the mall.
disposing of the permanently soiled garments afterward.
Wow, Jesus.
She now donned a magenta V-neck tank top
I'm gonna
with
fucking kill
ruffled layers
Ruffled layers.
and a gray sweatshirt zipped halfway, scaling an oak tree like a lizard. Mallory made herself comfortable.
She licks her own eyeballs.
Mallory made herself comfortable in one of the higher branches and continued to reminisce.
Who reminisces about horrifying
Ah,
nightmares?
shit. Back to the fucking
Fucking
flashback.
flashbacks.
Really. After first escaping from the morgue, she had bolted out of Station Square as fast as her legs would allow her.
Fucking-
I
no.
never...
Did that just happen? Yeah, she dashed...
Guys.
Who wraps
Oh my
people-
God,
who
we're
wraps
stuck
dead
in an
bodies
infinite time
saran
loop.
wrap anyway?
Guys, yeah, why would you ever wrap somebody in saran wrap
Why
at
not a
morgue?
fucking body bag?
Maybe that's what she thinks body bags are made out of. That'd be embarrassingly stupid.
Yeah. Bolted out of Station Square as fast as her legs would allow her, she would have sworn she'd teleported.
Wow.
Taking a desperate look into a nearby pond, she discovered dark crimson pupils, almost maroon. Upon opening her mouth to cry out in fear and denial, Mallory had seen that her canines had been replaced with fangs.
Oh my God! So getting bit by a vampire didn't do anything to her, but getting killed by
Yeah.
Metal Sonic did.
Yes.
Yes. They were only slightly longer than her original canines, but they were much, much sharper.
And
Yeah,
they could
she
also
didn't have
crush
any other
stuff, apparently.
Yeah.
Mallory wanted with every fiber of her lifeless being to scream in denial and shame, but she couldn't do it.
What the fuck?
No. What the fuck? Oh my God.
I can't scream.
No matter how she tried, she just couldn't make the sound come out. After her first feeding, sneaking into the hospital for an old blood bag.
But how did you know that's what you were gonna do? How'd you know that?
Well, I mean, maybe
Well, I mean-
she looks at her teeth and goes, vampire.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a
Whatever.
vampire and a zombie.
This is normal. This is what happens.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna howl at the moon next sometime.
Yeah.
Mallory had tried to speak normally with no result. The burn from her thirst had disappeared with her feeding, but a dull stinging lingered in her throat. There was also a slight tingling sensation. Upon stroking her neck, Mallory understood. The transformation into a vampire had almost completely healed her wounds, though they would scar her forever. What disparity.
Okay, whatever.
But her vocal cords had indeed been sliced clean in two by Metal Sonic's
Well,
claws.
why don't-
But it
why don't
completely
those
healed
heal?
her wounds.
Why don't those heal?
I'm just glad she doesn't have to talk anymore.
Yeah. The venom would eventually heal them fully, but at
Oh.
least for now, she was mute, utterly silent.
Oh, well, what
Wait,
what the heck? Why even bring it up?
Yeah, well, she's mute.
Yeah.
Shh, Amy, it's okay.
Mallory's heart leapt at the sound of a familiar voice.
Huh?
Sonic's.
Sonic's what? That's not a sentence. Oh, you know what? It's actually an apostrophe. The apostrophe's there to contract Sonic is.
Yeah.
It's just simply the statement that he
Sonic
exists.
is, yeah.
Like, Sonic is.
I am.
Yeah.
Next to him was Amy Rose, sniffling loudly as she tried so hard not to cry in front of her loved one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But the sobs in between gave it all away. She tried to open her mouth to speak, but all that came out was another cry. That was it. The pink hedgehog wrapped her arms around her sapphire
Oh my
companion,
god, I'm gonna look up how many times Sapphire is said.
who could do nothing more than return the embrace as he himself tried to hold together.
I swear this author knows 3 colors. Sapphire... No, 4 colors. Sapphire, Azure, Crimson, and Scarlet.
Sapphire is said
Yeah.
twice, Azure is said 3 times, Crimson is said 2 times.
No.
It's ridiculous.
How had Mallory not heard them before? Now that they were here, she wanted nothing more than to jump from her perch and collect them both in a bear hug, to tell them that she would be alright with time.
But alas, even if her vocal cords had remained untouched, Mallory could never be with them again. Not like this. Not in the form of the monster she'd become.
I thought you
And
were
the
joking, and I
Oscar-
realized that's actually
And
what
the
it says.
Oscar goes to Matt Rocks 101! Yes!
Thanks. I always knew I could. First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy. I'm sorry, Sonic.
Amy choked out between sobs.
You gotta be choking yourself for this one.
No.
I know you were very close.
And the Tony Award also goes to...
And the Webby!
Yeah.
The
Webby.
Webbies.
Do I get a Grammy next? Can I get a Grammy?
Yeah.
Can I get an encore? Do you?
Yeah, I was.
The blue hedgehog whispered.
Oh, I'm sorry, I need to whisper that.
Yeah, I was.
Mama, let me whisper in your ear.
She's the one that got away. The blue hedgehog whispered, Mallory's now stellar hearing capturing every word,
She hears like a star.
every breath.
But they'll find her body. Then we can have a real funeral. Wink,
Sonic,
wink.
Please no.
You know what I mean? Funeral.
I'm
Wink.
just waiting for them to confirm the kill. Sonic had not wanted to say that word to make it official that his longtime friend was gone.
Rip.
As Amy buried her face into Sonic's tan chest,
I heard that
Sorry, she's motorboating you.
his gloved hand caressed her quills in a comforting manner. Off in the distance, the faint sound of helicopter blades entered Mallory's ears. She spotted the cause long before it approached the ground with her newly perfect eyesight.
Ah.
I mean, before
interesting.
she needed contacts, but now.
Tails. And Knuckles is with him, too.
Almost immediately, Mallory detected sobs from the young fox. As the helicopter blades were like silent.
Yeah.
His eyes looked really bloodshot as well. Knuckles, holding onto the two-tailed
weed.
Vulpine's foot,
What?
looked more solemn than Mallory had ever seen him.
Why is he holding his foot?
He's dragging him along.
Yeah, like, Tails is just...
Knuckles, I don't want to come
He's
with.
being dragged on his face. Why is this even happening? What? Is there a spot on the bingo card for
What the fuck? Of course, it's the middle spot.
Oh my god.
What were you going to say?
No, I mean, that's basically what I was gonna say. Yeah, that answers my question. We should definitely make Steel Donut bingo
Steel Donut
cards.
bingo, yeah.
Tails!
Sonic addressed, still brushing Amy's quills.
So, I thought the helicopter landed far away, but I guess it's like right next to them.
Right there, yeah. The pink hedgehog stifled a sob and looked up at her friends.
Any luck?
The orange fox shook his head, feeling the tears surface again.
I'm Tails. I just can't believe she's gone. Why did he have to kill her? What did she do to him? My name is Tails.
Shut the fuck up! Sonic wrapped an arm around his adopted little brother as Knuckles placed a hand on his shoulder.
You're my little brother, even though you're
I don't-
30.
Yeah, Sonic's 30, remember, guys?
I don't know, buddy.
Sonic murmured, stroking Tails' fur.
Seductively.
But wherever she is, I'm sure Mal's very happy. And I know she'll be watching us on our next adventure in Sonic Adventure 3.
Yeah.
The game that should have been.
Sonic Adventure 3, Sonic Boom.
Oh my god.
A small smile!
Smile!
made its way to the hedgehog's lips, but it vanished almost
Small
instantly.
smile.
That
was
was
said twice.
Tails' smile moving towards Sonic's lips and then vanishing.
We need to go, Knuckles announced. The service is going to start soon.
Wow, so when he said we can have a real funeral, he means like...
We are having a real
Right
funeral.
now.
Yeah. Guys, we gotta find this body in the next, 5 minutes. Everyone nodded and slowly turned to leave. They couldn't have known that their longtime friend
was in a tree!
was in a tree.
Whoa, you were right!
Listening to every word. And as
She can't make words, but she can make bird noises.
Yeah. And as they turned, Mallory couldn't stop herself from bursting into laughter.
Yeah.
No.
These fucks think I'm dead!
From bursting into huge silent sobs of anguish, rage, shame, and grief.
Jesus.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
She could never be with her friends again. She was all alone now. Forever.
What the fuck? And then a line break.
Sealed
you
forever.
fucking...
Yeah. And then just...
Questions, advice, drop a review on your way out. Don't write. That's my advice.
one review.
Alright, let's see the one review.
Oh, God.
My God.
It's actually got shit. Do we want to...
Let's skim it. Levitating rails made me chuckle.
Sonic comforting the toddler strikes a chord.
Okay, love her transition into vampirism. Okay.
I always thought that was
Made
really
my
awkward.
heart...
Made my heart ache reading about how Mallory was listening to her friends mourn when she was literally right there. It reminded me of that scene in Tom Sawyer where he attends his own funeral. Only that one's done for humor and this one's done for pity.
Yeah.
This one's done because... Shit. I forgot what I was going to say.
Fuck this story, fuck this review.
Bathed in blood.
God, what a
blood.
stupid
Did you
title!
ever get
No
bathed
blood in
in
it.
blood?
Only when she was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Metal Sonic kind of fucked her up, but didn't mention getting bathed in blood.
I thought
She got
something was
wrapped in
gonna
saran
happen.
wrap.
You know, I really, with the title like Bathed in Blood, I thought something was going to happen, but I was proven sorely wrong.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes. Yeah.
Man, that's so weird. You get bitten when you're 3, and then nothing happens until you die.
Well, you go to the mall.
I mean,
A
nothing.
lot.
Die guy.
Well,
What
yeah,
the
of course.
fuck?
That's her human side.
Oh, I
okay?
see.
Maybe her vampire side won't go to the mall all the time.
No.
It'll go to the blood bank.
Yeah, I was going to say it'll go to the blood bank.
No, wait a minute.
I'll be
She
t-
still goes to the mall after she's a vampire.
Oh shit, you're right. She's
What
never
the
gonna
fuck?
stop going to the mall.
She's like, oh, I can't go visit my friends, but she still does everything else she did
You know,
before.
she's gonna open up a Jamba Juice that sells, blood shakes. And
Oh, man.
she's gonna make Mad Bank.
Oh, I'd
Oh,
make Mad Bank.
man.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
so bad. Who thought this was a good idea?
Dark Maiden 95.
I'm pretty sure Dark
Oh.
95 is the year 10 years before this author was born. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.